Shadow, what if it here to bring you episode 4 to What If Deku Was in a Zombie Apocalypse Redo. Now, where we left off is Deku hearing a strange noise coming from a building when he, along with the entire USJ zombie apocalypse camp, that split up into different groups. Deku had to go alone because, well, yeah, there wasn't enough people to go around, so yeah, he's by himself. As he walks up to the house, opens the door, and not even as he steps a foot inside, a knife lunges at him. Using his reflexes, he pushes the knife away, but then it quickly goes back towards him, cutting a bit of his cheek as he's very much surprised. As well, after like 10 seconds, he manages to pin the person down that attacked him. As he gets a good look at the person, then he's speechless as he says, Toga? As this is when the person we now know as Toga looks up and says, Izu? As Izuku lets Toga go and lets her stand up, as Toga says, "Where the hell have you been for the past 11 years, Izu?" As Izu, scratching the back of his head, saying, "Long story, but I'll let my mum explain that." As yes, Toga and Izuku are childhood friends in this one. And by this time, Izuku would have gotten to know everyone in Class 1A. Yeah. So bite me. And so they walk back to the USJ. And everyone is surprised that Izuku found another survivor. As he just walks up and says, "Everyone, this is Himiko Toga, my childhood friend." As she smiles and says, "Hello, everyone." As well, Inko walks up and says, "It's so good to see you, Toga. How have you been?" As Toga says, "Oh, I've been good, Mrs. Midoriya. By the way, you have a lot of explain to do, and explain to me where Izu has been for the past 11 years. As Inko is shocked by this and looks at Izuku, as Izuku just gives her a look saying, "Yeah, sorry, but you're explaining it, not me." As Inko just says, "Well, come with me and I'll explain everything to you, Toga." As well, she does. As well, Izuku finds Eri, along with Melissa. I'll be back in a second, guys. So I forgot, guys, my brother is just the world's laziest piece of shit. Where was I? Oh yeah, as Izuku finds Eri and Melissa drawing together as well. Eri spots Izuku, runs up and says, "Hey Papa, you're back so soon, that's great." As Izuku just gives a shocked expression saying, Papa? And so he says, You and Mama saved me, as she points to Melissa. And that's what parents do. They protect and save their children. So you're Papa, and she is Mama. As Izuku laughs at this a bit and says, okay, well, a child's imagination is one of the funnest places to be. As well, Eri grabs Izuku's hand and drags him over to Melissa so they can all play together. As well, as after a while, Togo and Inko walk back to him as Izuku says, "Hey Toga, hey Mum." As Eri goes to hug Inko and says, "Hi." As Inko says, "Hi Eri, how are you doing?" As Eri says, "Good. Me, Mama, and Papa have just been playing together." As Togi hears this and saying, "Mama, Papa," as she looks over to Melissa and Izuku and she says, "You two." As Melissa blushes at this deeply and Izuku says, "No, me and Melissa saved her, so now she considers us her parents. And frankly, I don't mind it. A child's imagination is very wild and fun." As Inko says, "Yes, I remember your imagination was very wild when you were a kid." As Izuku smiles at this and said, "Yeah, it probably was." And well, yeah, after a few hours, a group come back saying, "We have found a big enough train." As everyone's happy about it, so All Might and All for One tell everyone to start packing up belongings that they need. Nothing more, nothing less. As well, all the military gear, guns, ammo, all that shit is just coming. Because, well, it's security. As well, yeah. Now, well, Inko takes Eri with the main group to head to the train, while Izuku, Melissa, and Toga head to the power station to get it working. And after a while, they do see the giant-ass horde that's right in front of the power station. Well, they actually are very surprised to see how big it is. As they see a few brutes in the horde as well. As they're having a hard time figuring out, as then Izuku notices down the street that's to their right, there's a few tankers that are still probably full of fuel, as Deku points it out, and all three of them goes to check it, and yes, all of them still have a full tank of gas, and not to mention the whole gas in the tanks of the tankers. Although then Melissa pulls out a homemade pipe bomb, and she sticks it onto one of the tankers, lights it. They all run to where they can get into the power station as quickly as possible. As well, all the tankers explode, and the horde just goes rushing at the flames that are just there. It even demolished a few buildings. As well, they get into the power station after the horde goes. And well, Izuku had to bring down a few zombies, but nothing too much there. As well, yeah, they get to the power station. And they notice that the power breakers to the power station need to be activated. So yeah, as they see a survivor trying to outrun a few runners, but that doesn't really work because they see a spore just explode, knocking the survivor off his feet. And as soon as he gets back onto him, he just drops dead. And literally 30 seconds after, he rose up and was a zombie. As well, Melissa and Toga knew it was a death sentence for them, but for Izuku, it would just make him far more powerful. As well, he says, okay, I'll go down there and get the breakers. You two just get ready to power up the station. As they go, yeah, alright. As well, they walk down. No, not they. Izuku walks down, notices the gate to the power breakers have been padlocked. As well, he just, quite literally, whips the door off its hinges, as well as snapping the chain that was locking it in the first place. And he just chucks it at zombies, knocking them over. Also, as he walks in, as well, not even a minute in of trying to find the breakers, a night hunter jumps out and attacks him. As well, it literally doesn't take him long to break its head. So yeah, he does that, carries on, finds the first one, activates that, climbs up a ladder, and surprisingly, there's scaffolding of what he believes to be the remains of a survivor base. As well, he's surprised that, and it also leads him to the second power switch. As well, he flips it, and Melissa managed to get speakers working. that, and she spoke for him. Okay, 2 more to go, Izuku. As well as he just started looking for the final 2. He gets jumped by a few more zombies and night hunters, but literally nothing he can't handle. Switches the final 2 and then gets out of there. Melissa and Toga activate the power station, and just like that, the train has power. Toga notices that they can plot a route, so they do that, but notice that they can only get to the 3rd station after they get the train going. And they wonder why. When Izuku gets there, he sees it and says, well, we'll just have to see when we get there. And a little side note, the 3rd station is literally a few miles away from where they're leaving. So yeah, plenty of time for shit to go wrong. Although they finish the route. Now, the people at the station, Inca and the military, have set up a little perimeter. They have the gate to the lower end of the station down open, but they only have one side open, one entrance, one exit. Very easy to control. Yeah. As well as now, Izuku, Melissa, and Toga try to get back to try to get to the train without causing any trouble. As well, as soon as they enter the power station, the horde that they distracted was close enough to the power station and the zombies can see them come out. As well as they just all started running with the horde right behind them. Now, they run for a straight hour and a half. I'm just going to say that much. Izuku not losing any stamina because of what he is. Is Melissa and Toga getting tired to where they stop? Izuku not wanting to lose his childhood friend and his friend, he just picks them up and starts running. And now with them on his shoulders, he continues running for another half an hour until he gets to the train station entrance. He puts Melissa and Toga down, as well as then he just quickly closes the what's the gate called? There's a gate the gate at the mall that closes from the roof. It's what some garages have. I can't remember the gate. Yeah, so he closes the gate and barricades it with bookshelves and all that, so the horde can't get through. So yeah, they all walk down to the power station. No, they all walk down to the train station, and Izuku, Eri, Melissa, and Toga, they sit together and play a few games with Eri, because they want to, and the train leaves. And I'm going to stop it here. I know this is shorter than my other redos, but this is the end of season 1 of this What If. Yes, season 1, because, well, this is gonna be a 3-season What If. And I'm gonna put like 2 or 3 other What Ifs in between each season, so yeah. I'm gonna make you wait on that. And the reason I'm doing it like that is because, well, I can, and if you don't like it, you can unsubscribe. And and now all my subscriber base is going to unsubscribe. No, but in all seriousness, yeah. Oh, and I have a question for you. Who do you want the ship to be? Toga or Melissa? Comment Toga or Melissa if you want one of those to be ships. Or if you want to, you can comment Love Triangle if you want both of them to be with the ship. Yeah. Now remember to comment, like, and or subscribe, turn on the post notification bell, and peace.